Hello and welcome. Ever find yourself staring at a really tough problem, feeling like you've completely hit a wall? Well, today, we're going to dive into a practical toolkit for turning those exact kinds of challenges into a source of really creative solutions.
It's a feeling we've all had, right? You're just stuck. You've got nothing. So how do you break through that creative block and land on a truly brilliant idea? That is the big question we're going to tackle together.
All right, to make this really stick, we're not going to just talk theory. We're going to follow a single case study from start to finish to see how these ideas actually work in the real world.
So, I want you to picture this. You're on a team at a travel company. The latest numbers are in and, oof, they are not good. Sales are down. And your job? Figure out how to turn the ship around. This is the challenge we'll be working with.
Okay, so clearly what you've been doing isn't working. So just doing more of the same isn't an option. The very first step is to shift your thinking, to adopt what we'll call the alternative mindset.
So here's the biggest trap we all fall into. We come up with one or two decent ideas and we just settle. We go with the standard, safe approach. But the key, the real secret, is to resist that urge. Your goal isn't to find the right idea just yet. It's to generate as many ideas as you possibly can. We're talking quantity, not quality, at this stage.
This quote right here really nails it. I mean, think about it. If you only come up with 3 possible solutions, your best idea can only ever be one of those 3. But what if you generate 30 ideas? All of a sudden, you've massively increased your odds of finding something that's truly a game changer.
So, okay, how do you actually get all those options on the table? This is where the toolkit comes in. Let's walk through 3 really practical tools you can start using right away.
First up is a classic you've probably heard of, brainstorming. But there's one rule that's absolutely crucial, and it's the one people forget most often. Your goal is to get a huge list of ideas, good ones, bad ones, totally ridiculous ones. You have to shut down that little voice in your head that wants to judge everything. Just get it all down.
So, back at our travel company, what does this look like? Well, the team starts brainstorming new adventure tours in Saudi Arabia, and the list is all over the map. You've got historic tours, super intense hiking trips, city excursions. The point is, they aren't filtering or judging anything yet. They're just generating options, throwing ideas at the wall to see what sticks.
Our second tool is a big one, realizing you don't have to do this alone. Collective wisdom is all about tapping into the brains of other people, your colleagues, outside experts, even people who know nothing about your field. Someone in a totally different department might see an angle you've completely missed.
You start to see a pattern here, right? Everything in the do column is about expansion. Generate more, ask more people, break the rules. And everything on the don't side is about closing down, getting attached to your pet idea, working by yourself, judging too early. The big takeaway here is to keep that creative door wide open for as long as you can.
The third tool in our kit is the mind map. Now, unlike a straight, boring list, a mind map is visual. It helps you see how different ideas connect to each other, and it sparks these new associations that your brain might otherwise miss. It's a fantastic way to think non-linearly.
So for our travel company, you'd put increased sales right in the middle. From there, these big branches shoot out, like innovate or improve quality. And then this is where the fun starts. That innovate branch might spark ideas like purposeful travel, or even something kind of wild like unusual vehicles. You can literally watch how one thought visually connects to and inspires the next.
Okay, we've talked about the right mindset, and we've walked through the tools. Now, it's your turn. Let's put this stuff into practice with a whole new challenge.
So, here's the new situation. Turns out our travel company has another problem. The educational tours, the ones with lectures and workshops, are getting really bad reviews. The feedback is consistent. They're just not interesting. They're boring.
And now it's over to you. How would you fix this? Using the tools we just talked about, could you come up with 6 totally different ways to make these educational tours better? What would your mind map look like? Who would you call to get some collective wisdom? That's your challenge. And that, right there, is the power of having a real toolkit for creativity.